This is a story about M Party 1. I it was 2 years ago where I wanted to play a Mario Party game, but I couldn't seem to find one until I did, and I that's when I regretted it. So we used to look for N64 games all the time, and 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 we never seemed to find one until I um went to the GameStop last week, and the clerk called me over to the desk and told me that he had a copy of Mario Party 1. I was excited and accepted his offer. But then, as he showed me the box art of the game, I regretted my decision. But I picked it up anyways because judge it. The box art showed Mario's head with a black and show party, Mario having red eyes. Well, every character had red eyes and stuff like that. I got frightened, but anyways asked to buy it. He told me it's $10. I accepted the offer. So then I ran out of GameStop, and my parents were happy for me that I got a Mario Party game. So we went home and booted up the game, and my dad looked at the clock and looked, and it was 3 o'clock in 3 a.m. in the morning, and told me to go to sleep. And as I woke up, I knew it was the game. So I went and grabbed my N64 and started playing it and turned the volume quietly down. So as the title screen started up, it seemed normal with just showing the Nintendo logo and Hudson Soft. Then as the cutscene of the opening cutscene played up, it showed Mario with red eyes and showed Wario crying, DK crying, Princess Peach crying, Yoshi crying, Toad looked frightened, and Mario seemed to just stare. And then the cutscene began to glitch out, and the volume for some reason was on 100, and heard Mario say, "Let's go," and then I got shocked. So I quickly started to the title screen. So the title screen showed Mario with red eyes again, with his friends being shocked. So I ran to press as I loaded up in the mushroom freaking whatever it was called. I didn't know what it was called at the time. Toad said, instead of select anywhere where you want to go, he said, "Leave back now. Mario will kill you." I knocked it off and pressed selected on the pipe to select me to the freaking different boards. So then when I selected on the different boards, Toad looked sad and said you should have not played this party. Now you're gonna see what Mario will do next. I got afraid, but I ended up knocking it off anyways. I selected Yoshi and Wario, Peach, and Donkey Kong as my rivals, and went to select Mario's Rainbow Castle, and then and then and then when I did select 20 turns, it then I warped into the board with the warp pipe, and then instead of instead of the everything was completely a red color. Everything was red on the board, and and everything everything had Mario's M on it. And then when Koopa Troopa came and explained what happened on the board, Koopa Troopa said, "Mario, he must be defeated. He has destroyed this beautiful Rainbow Castle, and I need your help to completely restore the Rainbow Castle. Bowser's not the villain around here. You'll get a star from him, and if you land on Mario, he will take your star and replace it with an sitar. So be careful how Mario will go after one of the players." So I ended up rolling and being the last one to roll. So then for the first turn, it was fine and all, and until the minigame roulette came up. It selected a minigame. It selected the minigame bumper balls, and instead of riding the bumper balls, it was just Peach, and then Mario appeared, and he brutally killed Peach, and then the screen faded to black, and then as we got back to the board, we saw Peach's icon gone, and then Koopa Troopa appeared and said, "There are 3 players left. Try to not get eliminated. You must defeat this Mario. Mario is way too powerful. He must be stopped before he destroys you all." And I got frightened, but I ended up continuing off. And then I went to get the star from Bowser, and when I talked about, and then when Bowser responded with, "Mario, he is gonna kill you all. Here's your star. You must defeat him. He might turn this party into a nightmare. So you must defeat Mario and save this board." I was shocked as I saw Bowser crying when I saw him. So then, but I normally thought he was the villain of the board. I didn't know Mario was the villain of the board. So I ended up getting the star from Bowser, as normally it would give you the star and would take away 40 coins, but I got a star from him, and then I went back to Koopa Troopa, as you do after you collect a star, and he gave me 30 coins, which doesn't happen. He gave me 30 coins and said, "Good job at getting around this board. Don't die, or else Mario will come for you." So then the next minigame appeared, and the minigame was and the mini game was Shy Guy Says, and instead of Shy Guy being the one who literally like cuts the rope, it was Mario, and he had sharp teeth, red eyes, and when the mini game began, he the volume of my TV was still 100, but it Mario loudly yelled, "Mario's gonna win!" and then completely and then the mini game ended there, where every player where one player got eliminated, and it was Donkey Kong. He got eliminated and got killed by Mario then, and then and went back to the board, and it was just me and Wario left. And then literally then we went through the board. There was only 5 turns left, so I had to completely win, or else Mario would come for me. So then a next minigame appeared, and it was Hot Bob-omb. It was me and Wario, and Mario was not seen this time. But as the minigame ended, it ended in a draw. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I thought in this minigame normally eliminates someone. How did it not eliminate me or Wario? So then completely, then the screen faded to black. Mario yelled, "It's a Mario time!" 10 times, and with a demonic voice. And then it was the final turn. Me and Wario rolled the dice, and then it came to the who's gonna win screen, and then it turns out that I won the board, but then Mario appeared on the screen, yelling, "I'm coming for you! This isn't over yet!" And then the console shut off, and then Mario knocked on my house door, and I thought it was a neighbor or something. And when I opened the door, I saw Mario with red eyes, and he was keep yelling Mario time. And then I went to wake up my parents, and they called the cops on evil Mario, and then I never played that Mario Party game again. And that's when I realized that I'm never playing Mario Party again. And this is and I completely, and it's me, Robin, I completely made up the story. And for my story, my Mario Party 1 Creepypasta story, seeing if you like it, guys, because it's getting close to Halloween, so I decided to do a Creepypasta. Maybe I can do another one eventually, but tell me in the comments, maybe if you're gonna tell in comments or like the video, and I might make another Mario Party Creepypasta or another Mario Creepypasta. Alright, see you, goodbye.